All right, let's plunge into the midnight zone today.
Sounds good to me.
We're talking about a place where sunlight doesn't reach.
Oh, yeah.
Thousands of meters below the ocean surface. Pitch black. Intense pressure.
Intense is right.
And that's where scientists found this creature. They're calling it the mystery mollusk.
And it is a mystery.
Trust me, the name is well-deserved.
Oh, it is. And it's a great name because for years, scientists were baffled.
Yeah.
They had over 150 sightings of this thing, all thanks to the Monterey Bay Aquarium Research Institute.
Oh, wow.
But it took them 2 decades to figure out where it fit in the tree of life.
2 decades. That's commitment.
It is.
So what was the holdup? What made this mollusk such a mystery?
Well, they knew it was a mollusk because it had this snail-like foot.
Okay.
But everything else about it was just different. It's got this big fleshy hood at one end, a flat tail with these finger-like projections at the other, and you can see right through its body to its colorful organs.
No kidding.
It's unlike any other sea slug they'd ever seen.
Hold on. Sea slug. So this mysterious creature is basically a fancy deep-sea snail.
Exactly. A nudibranch, to be precise. But this one, Bathydevius caudactylus, is in a league of its own. You see, most nudibranches just hang out on the seafloor,
Right.
munching on algae or sponges.
Ugh.
This one, it's a predator.
Okay, now that's interesting.
It is.
How does a sea slug become a hunter in the pitch-black depths of the ocean?
Well, remember that hood I mentioned?
Yeah.
Imagine a Venus flytrap just drifting in the current.
Hood open.
Hood open. And when a little crustacean wanders in, snap, dinner time.
So it's like a passive hunter
Yeah,
lies in wait and lets the prey come to it.
exactly.
Makes sense considering the energy conservation needed down in the midnight zone.
Absolutely. And that's not the only trick up its sleeve, or should I say, under its hood.
What else has it got?
It's bioluminescent.
Wait, it glows. Okay, that's officially moved this creature from bizarre to straight up awesome.
Well, it gets better. Researchers actually let out an ooh when they first saw it light up. It can illuminate its whole body, probably to scare off predators.
That makes sense.
And get this, if something gets too close, it can detach one of those glowing fingers from its tail as a decoy.
No, that's just showing off. This creature is like a deep-sea escape artist.
Right. It really challenges our understanding of nudibranches.
I bet.
And because of its unique features and genetics, scientists actually had to create a whole new family for it, Bathydevidae.
Wow, a whole new family. This little sea slug is making a big splash in the scientific world.
It really is. And it makes you wonder what other bizarre and wonderful creatures are lurking in the depths waiting to be discovered.
Right.
And speaking of discoveries, MBARI has found over 250 new deep-sea species, and this is just one of them.
It's incredible to think about all the mysteries still hidden in the ocean.
It is.
So this mystery mollusk, with its glowing decoys and Venus flytrap hunting strategy, is just a glimpse into the incredible diversity of life down there.
Exactly. And the more we learn about these deep-sea communities, the better we'll understand the interconnectedness of all life on Earth and how to protect these fragile ecosystems.
So we've got this bizarre, glowing, Venus flytrap-wielding sea slug that has rewritten the books on what we thought we knew about nudibranches.
Yeah.
What else makes this discovery so significant?
Well, there's one more thing that really blew the researchers' minds.
Okay, I'm listening.
Remember how we talked about energy conservation in the deep sea?
Yeah, limited food, slow movements, the whole slow life thing.
Right. Well, they measured the mystery mollusk's oxygen consumption.
Essentially, it's metabolic rate.
Exactly.
What did they find?
It's way slower than other nudibranches, more in line with deep-sea jellyfish. Yeah. This thing is running on ultra-low power mode.
Wow, that's fascinating. It's like it's perfectly tuned to the rhythm of the deep sea.
It is.
But I'm curious, how do these slow-moving creatures reproduce? Did they figure that out?
They did. The mystery mollusk actually descends all the way to the seafloor to spawn.
To the seafloor.
Yep. It uses its muscular foot to attach itself and releases its eggs.
Fascinating.
Researchers were even able to observe the eggs hatching and the larvae developing in the lab.
That's amazing. They witnessed the whole life cycle unfold.
They did.
But how did they manage to raise these deep-sea creatures in captivity?
Well, that's a story for part 2.
Okay. We'll have to wait for that.
Let's take a short break, and we'll delve into the challenges and triumphs of studying these creatures in the lab.
Sounds good to me.
Back in a few.
Looking forward to it.
It's really something else.
So before the break, we were talking about how researchers were able to observe the entire life cycle of the mystery mollusk from egg to larva in the lab.
Yeah.
That's not exactly easy when you're dealing with a creature from the midnight zone.
Not at all.
How did they pull that off?
It's incredibly challenging to replicate those conditions of the deep sea in a laboratory setting.
Right.
You're talking about immense pressure, frigid temperatures, and complete darkness.
Yeah, it's a whole different world down there.
It is. It's a delicate balancing act.
I can imagine. So how did they create a suitable environment for these creatures?
Well, it starts with specialized equipment. They use pressurized tanks that mimic that crushing pressure,
Oh, wow.
found thousands of meters below the surface.
Okay.
And, of course, they have to keep the water extremely cold.
Right.
But the real trick is replicating the darkness and the unique chemistry of the deep sea.
That sounds incredibly complex.
It is.
How do you even begin to recreate those conditions?
It requires a deep understanding of the deep sea environment.
Right.
They carefully adjust the water's salinity, pH, and oxygen levels to match those found in the mystery mollusk's natural habitat.
So they're basically trying to create a little slice of the midnight zone right there in the lab.
Exactly. And they use special lighting systems that can simulate that faint bioluminescence that these creatures are used to.
It's like building a miniature midnight zone right there in the lab.
It is.
But even with all that technology, it must be difficult to keep these creatures alive and thriving.
It definitely takes a dedicated team of scientists and aquarists who are passionate about deep sea life.
I bet.
They constantly monitor the water quality, adjust those environmental parameters, and provide a diet that replicates what the mystery mollusk would find in the wild.
So it's a constant process of fine-tuning and observation.
It is.
But it sounds like it's worth the effort, considering the insights they're gaining.
Absolutely. By studying the mystery mollusk in the lab, they're able to learn things that would be impossible to observe in its natural environment.
That's incredible.
It is.
It's like having a front row seat to the inner workings of this fascinating creature.
Exactly.
What have they learned about its swimming and feeding that we wouldn't have known otherwise?
Well, for one thing, they've discovered that the mystery mollusk is a surprisingly agile swimmer.
Oh, really?
It uses its hood and tail to propel itself through the water with these graceful, undulating movements.
So it's not just drifting around.
Not at all.
That's amazing.
And when it comes to feeding, they've been able to observe the intricate mechanics of its Venus flytrap-like hood in action.
That's so cool.
It is.
It's amazing to think about all the hidden complexities of this creature.
Right.
It might seem simple at first glance, but the more we learn, the more we realize how specialized it is.
Exactly. It's a testament to the power of evolution
Yeah.
to shape life forms that are perfectly adapted to their environment,
Even in the most extreme conditions.
especially in the most extreme conditions.
But it's not just about understanding this one creature, right?
Right.
What broader implications does this research have for our understanding of the deep sea as a whole?
Well, this research is helping us to piece together that intricate web of life in the midnight zone.
Okay.
By studying the mystery mollusk's role in the food web, its interactions with other species, and its adaptations to the harsh conditions, we're gaining a deeper understanding of those ecological processes that govern this vast and mysterious realm.
It's like solving a giant puzzle one piece at a time. Each new discovery sheds light on the interconnectedness of life in the deep sea and its importance to the health of our planet.
Absolutely.
And speaking of interconnectedness, there's another fascinating aspect of this research that I think you'll find intriguing.
Okay, what's that?
It turns out that the mystery mollusk's unique bioluminescent properties have potential applications in other fields,
Oh, like what?
like medicine and environmental monitoring.
Wait, really? So this deep-sea creature could hold the key to advances in human health and environmental protection.
That's what they're saying.
How is that even possible?
Well, scientists are studying those chemical compounds that give the mystery mollusk its glow.
Okay.
These compounds, known as luciferins, could potentially be used as markers in medical imaging,
That's fascinating.
allowing doctors to track the movement of cells or molecules within the body with incredible precision.
Wow, that's amazing.
So instead of invasive procedures, doctors could use the mystery mollusk's glow to see what's happening inside the body.
That's incredible.
And in terms of environmental monitoring, these bioluminescent compounds could be used to detect pollutants in water or soil.
Oh, wow.
Imagine sensors that light up when they come into contact with harmful substances.
That would be amazing.
It could revolutionize the way we monitor and protect our environment.
It really could.
It's incredible to think that a creature from the depths of the ocean could have such a profound impact on our lives.
It is.
It really underscores the importance of exploring and understanding the natural world.
I couldn't agree more.
So we've talked about its bizarre adaptations, its slow metabolism, its ability to reproduce in the lab, and now its potential applications in medicine and environmental science.
Yes, we've covered a lot.
It's clear that this little creature is packing a lot of punch.
It is.
But I'm curious, what about its habitat? We know it lives in the midnight zone, but is it found anywhere else?
Well, that's where things get even more interesting.
Okay.
Remember how we talked about the possibility of it having a wider range than initially thought?
Yeah, you mentioned that researchers had spotted a similar-looking creature in the Mariana Trench, the deepest part of the ocean.
Right. And that observation has led scientists to believe that the mystery mollusk, or at least its close relatives, might be distributed across a much larger area than originally thought.
So instead of being restricted to a small region, this type of creature could be spread throughout the deep sea.
Yeah.
Even in the most extreme environments.
That's the theory. And that raises all sorts of new questions about how these creatures disperse,
Right.
how they've adapted to different conditions, and how connected deep-sea communities are across vast distances.
It's like a whole new world of possibilities has opened up.
It has.
This one discovery has challenged our assumptions about nudibranch, the deep sea, and even the potential for life in extreme environments.
It has indeed. And it's a testament to the power of scientific curiosity and the importance of continued exploration.
Who knows what other wonders await us in the depths of our oceans?
Who knows indeed.
Before we wrap up this part of our deep dive, I want to go back to something you mentioned earlier, the mystery mollusk's extremely slow metabolism.
Okay.
This seems like a crucial adaptation to the challenges of living in the midnight zone.
It is. The deep sea is a harsh environment
Right.
with limited food resources and a slow pace of life.
A whole slow life thing.
To survive, creatures like the mystery mollusk have evolved to conserve energy in ways that we're only beginning to understand.
So it's not just about moving slowly or lying in wait for prey.
Right.
Their entire physiology is geared towards efficiency.
Exactly. And that raises fascinating questions about the limits of metabolic adaptation.
Huh.
How slow can an animal's metabolism get? What are the trade-offs involved? These are questions that scientists are actively exploring.
It makes you wonder what other strategies deep-sea creatures have developed to thrive in such a challenging environment. It does. It's like a masterclass in survival.
It is. And it's a reminder that life finds a way, even in the most unexpected places. But for now, let's delve deeper into the broader implications of this discovery for our understanding of life on Earth.
We've been on quite the journey with this mystery mollusk.
We have, from its strange appearance to its glowing defenses, and the potential to even help with human health and the environment. It's a truly remarkable creature.
You know what strikes me the most is that it was hiding in plain sight for so long.
Right.
Over 150 sightings over 20 years.
Wow.
Before scientists could even figure out what it was.
That's incredible.
It really highlights just how much we still don't know about the deep sea.
Yeah, it's the largest habitat on Earth.
It is.
And yet it's still largely unexplored.
It makes you wonder how many other bizarre and wonderful creatures are down there just waiting to be discovered.
Oh, absolutely. And it underscores the importance of investing in deep sea research and exploration.
Right.
We need to develop new technologies, train the next generation of scientists, and really commit to unraveling the mysteries of this incredible realm.
Because who knows what we might find. Maybe a creature even more bizarre than the mystery mollusk.
I would be surprised.
The possibilities are truly endless.
They are?
And as we learn more about the deep sea, we'll not only gain a better understanding of the diversity of life on Earth, but also how these ecosystems function and how they're connected to the rest of the planet.
I completely agree.
This mystery mollusk, with its incredibly slow metabolism and unique adaptations, is a perfect example of how life finds a way to thrive in even the most extreme environments.
It's a reminder that life on Earth is far more resilient and adaptable than we often give it credit for.
So what can we learn from the mystery mollusk and apply to our own lives?
Well, for one thing, it teaches us the importance of patience and perseverance.
Right.
Scientists spent 2 decades studying this creature
Wow.
before they could fully classify it.
It's a testament to their dedication.
It is.
And a reminder that sometimes the most important discoveries take time.
Absolutely.
It also highlights the power of collaboration. This discovery wouldn't have been possible without the combined efforts of researchers, engineers, and aquarists all working together.
It really was a team effort.
It shows that when we pool our knowledge and resources, we can achieve incredible things.
We can.
And perhaps most importantly, the mystery mollusk reminds us to never underestimate the power of curiosity.
That's so true.
It's that sense of wonder and the desire to explore the unknown that drives scientific discovery and pushes the boundaries of human knowledge.
It does.
So as we wrap up this deep dive,
Yeah.
I encourage you to keep that sense of wonder alive.
Me too.
Explore the world around you, ask questions, and never stop learning.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Because there's still so much out there waiting to be discovered, both in the depths of our oceans and right in our own backyards. Who knows what mysteries you might uncover in your next deep dive into the unknown?